My name is Ethan, and this is the story of how I lost everything and found myself. It's about betrayal, forgiveness, and discovering strength I never knew existed inside me. I married Lily when I was 26 years old. She was everything I wanted in a partner. She loved quiet music, morning coffee, and peaceful Sundays at home. Our life together felt simple and beautiful. We laughed often, made plans for the future, and saved money to buy our first house. We talked about having children someday when we were ready. I believed marriage meant loyalty, honesty, and building a life where nothing needed to be hidden. I thought I had found my forever. But everything changed slowly at first. The signs were small, easy to miss if you weren't paying attention. She started going to the gym, but she always showered before leaving the house. When I asked her about it, she laughed and said she just liked feeling clean. Then her music changed. Suddenly, she was listening to loud songs that were nothing like what she used to enjoy. When I mentioned it, she simply said she was trying new things. Her car became spotless, cleaner than our own home, which seemed strange because she had never been that careful about cleaning before. She became protective of her time in ways she never was before. If I asked where she was going or when she would be back, she would get defensive and say life was busy now. She started using phrases and expressions I had never heard her say before. One day she told me not to overthink things, a word that felt foreign coming from her mouth. But I was overthinking not because I wanted to, but because fear was growing inside me. One evening I came home and found her standing outside in the freezing cold, talking on the phone and smiling. I told her to come inside, but she held up one finger and whispered into the phone like I was interrupting something important. My heart sank. Who needed her attention more than her own husband late at night? She would lie in bed with her phone glowing in the darkness, texting people she refused to name. When I asked who she was talking to, she said it was just friends, nothing important. But if it wasn't important, why did it happen every single night? Why did she step outside to laugh at jokes I wasn't part of? The distance between us in bed felt wider every night, like she was already gone even though her body was still there. Men notice silence. Men notice when love leaves the room before the person does. I discovered the truth by accident. One day her gym bag fell and a receipt slipped out. It was from a cafe dated at 9:35 in the morning, but she had told me her gym session ended at 9:30. Why would she be at a cafe after the gym? Then a message appeared on her screen. It said, "Miss your smile this morning." My entire world stopped. I didn't shout or scream. I just felt cold. I asked her quietly who was missing her smile. She froze, and in that moment, everything between us shattered. She told me she wasn't happy anymore. Her eyes filled with tears, but they weren't for me. She said she never wanted to hurt me, but those words meant nothing now. The damage was done. I felt the wind outside through the window, and somehow it felt warmer than the betrayal burning inside my chest. We divorced soon after. I had to rebuild my life from nothing, piece by piece, day by day. 2 years passed. I was finally healing when I received a phone call from her mother. She told me Lily was very sick. It was cancer, stage 3, and the doctors said it was serious. My heart shook, not because I still loved her the way I used to, but because I still had compassion. Despite everything, I couldn't ignore her suffering. I went to the hospital. When I saw her, she looked so small and fragile in that bed. She whispered that she deserved what was happening to her. I sat down and told her that we all deserve justice, but we also deserve mercy. The man she left, the man she betrayed, became the man who paid her hospital bills, her medicine, and made sure she had everything she needed. I stayed with her through the long nights when no one else could. Her mother cried one evening and asked me why I was doing this for someone who had hurt me so deeply. I told her it was because God saw what she did, but He also saw my heart, and I couldn't turn away from someone in pain. After months of difficult treatment, Lily survived. The doctors called it a miracle. She apologized to me, truly and deeply this time. It wasn't the kind of apology meant to hide guilt or protect herself. It was real. I told her that yes, she broke me, but God used that brokenness to rebuild me into someone stronger. I didn't remarry her. I couldn't, but I forgave her completely, and that forgiveness set me free. Now I understand something I didn't before. Some pain exists to teach you how strong you really are. Some betrayal shows you the depth of your own soul. Some endings are not destructions, but doorways to something better. I walked through fire and came out whole. And if my story touched your heart today, know that hope, mercy, and healing are always possible. We grow and become better, one story at a time, one choice at a time.